Over the past semester, I have taken a look at inequality and its effects around the world. But first, we must define inequality. Inequality is the condition of being unequal, lack of equality, disparity, or injustice. Inequality can come in many forms, such as gender inequality, racial inequality, educational inequality, and even financial or economic inequality. But how does inequality begin in the first place? Well, it all starts with something called social stratification. Social stratification is the hierarchical or vertical division of society according to rank, caste, or class. Social stratification creates an imbalance. Some people become more privileged than others. In almost all societies, men are valued more than women. For instance, in India, women's rights have been ignored for quite some time. There have been several cases of women being sexually assaulted that go unnoticed. Recently, there was a rape of a young girl on a moving bus that gained a lot of media attention, forcing the government to take notice and action. Now women are standing up for their own rights. With movements such as the Pink Sari movement, women are now making sure their voices are heard. But as I mentioned earlier, education can also be used as a tool to create inequality. When most people think of the feminist movement, they think of women supporting other women and uplifting each other. But some believe that the feminist movement focuses too much on women in executive positions and not enough on the everyday woman. Women who are in executive positions typically have higher education and pay. These women are often in a position of authority and can do more than the average woman on a job. While most women have to worry about childcare, executive women can easily afford childcare. And if their childcare fails, they can afford to take a day off from work, unlike many average working women. All of this stems from some women having more education than others. But let's not forget that where you have a group of people who are more privileged than others, there's another group who is underprivileged. In Brazil, there's a huge difference in the amount of pay workers receive. Public employees such as valets and highway engineers are being paid 10 times as much as teachers and police officers. Some public employees are even being paid more than the nation's president. So who is deciding how much workers get paid? In Eastern Asia, they're trying to correct its inequality issues. The Asian Development Bank intended to invest money in health and education, but like most good intentions, they never followed through with their plan. Only a small portion of the budget was spent on health and education, while the rest was spent on infrastructure. So what's the solution to correcting inequality? The answer seems to lie in 3 areas. Resources being distributed equally could help close the gap between the privileged and the underprivileged. Another solution could be education. Better education equals better jobs. Better jobs means people will have more financial resources and can better provide for themselves. The last solution seems to be political power. An overall change in government and its policies could be the biggest key in correcting inequality. If laws were set in place to ensure that equal access to resources and education, maybe we could stop inequality altogether. Now that we've heard the issues at hand, what can you do to help maintain balance?